Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Music Theory with Gim. In this installment we'll be checking out Zelda 2's final boss battle theme and how it uses the Chromatic Mediant. This is overall a very short and simple theme, but is also a solid example of using the Chromatic Mediant to create tension. The two chords we'll be looking at for the Chromatic Mediant relationship are F minor and A flat minor. So this creates an ascending minor third relationship between two minor chords. In this case, both chords have identical content, meaning that everything we discuss on F minor directly applies to A flat minor. Let's begin with the bass line. It provides a very stabilized foundation because it's only the root and fifth pivoting back and forth. The melody, however, contains chromaticism and is less stable. It initially starts on the root F and then jumps up to A flat, which is the minor third. It then chromatically descends back to F, meaning we have G and G flat. Additionally, this entire line is harmonized with perfect fourths. This results in the second line starting on the fifth, leaping up to the minor seventh, and then chromatically descending through the sixth and flat sixth. If you're trying to figure out what chord this makes, then you should probably go ahead and stop, because it's definitely not an F minor 7, 9, flat 9, 13, flat 13, because that's ridiculous. There also isn't some deep revelation to be had regarding what scale this is coming from, because it's just chromaticism. We're not concerned about these notes individually because as a whole they provide a logical statement. So as the melody arrives back to F, we have a point of comfort, but that only lasts for a brief period because then we shift everything up to A flat minor. This creates a darker mood because we're now having C move down to C flat, which in relation to F is the diminished fifth. And that creates a little bit of that diminished vibe since we now have two minor thirds separated by a minor third, or F, A flat, and C flat, which is an F diminished triad. But since both chords are minor chords, we're not actually hearing a diminished color. Following F minor and A flat minor being played through twice, we then hear G5 going to G with a diminished fifth. I have a feeling part of this is really to break up the monotony of F minor and A flat minor, but it also creates another instance of tension. And that would have occurred without the G5, because G with a flat 5 creates a tritone, which is unstable. So why put in a G5? Well, even if it's for only a brief moment, you get to hear an instance of stability after all of this tension. But then that perfect fifth is immediately contrasted by a diminished fifth, which makes it hit that much harder. This is similar to hearing a major chord become a minor chord. Since our ears are first set up to hear the bright and happy major sound, it makes the minor chord hit that much harder. So overall, all I really wanted to talk about with this piece is that use of tension and how to create some tension with some different techniques other than saying, just blast some diminished chords. But don't get me wrong, I love diminished chords, but that shouldn't be the only thing you know how to use to create tension. So try these techniques out in your own music. Try writing out a groove and then shifting it up by a minor third. How does that affect the overall sound? Additionally, what happens if you provide a listener with a stabilized sound and then parallel it with an unstable sound? If you do happen to experiment with this, feel free to share your results in the comments below. Also, if you have any questions, drop those down there as well. Otherwise, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the future uploads. And if you want to upgrade your support, jump on over to my Patreon and consider lending a hand. As an added bonus, you get to keep up to date with all the transcriptions I do, and you can even influence what I transcribe and what I analyze for these videos. But until next time, this has been another episode of Music Theory with Gim.